All right, all right. What's going on, everybody? We are live for the uh, yeah, we're live for the expansion draft. I'm gonna get some things pulled up. We will not start drafting for about another 10 minutes or so. All right, but whatever. And I'll run through a couple things quickly just to show where we are with some things. All right, we should be getting a co-host on here soon. Try. Let me get this. Oh, what the heck? Okay. Okay. Also drop the StreamYard in chat just in case someone's watching and wants to join backstage. All right, so this is the field of draftable players, starting with the quarterbacks. It looks like Alex is has two top 5 quarterbacks that could be getting drafted. So that's exciting. I'm sure he's going to try to pull back one of them, but he does have a top pick in this year's rookie draft, so he might try to replace them there. Let's see. Running backs, it looks like I've got the top 3 running backs, so that's going to really kill my depth. Other than that, running backs are kind of thin. I'd say after 8, you're really looking at some committee guys that might be able to flex you every once in a while. Wide receivers look really, really deep. There are a couple big name guys up top. Definitely some older productive guys like Julio Jones, Adam Thielen that are in there. If you want to get 1 to 2 2 solid top 10 years in them, you could do that. And then even down at the bottom, guys like Jalen Reagor, who hasn't broken out yet, but is 21 years old. Michael Pittman, who's looking to have a good year this year, 23 years old, I believe. Henry Ruggs, who's waiting to break out. Just a lot of good guys down here. I mean, I think you got like around 30 good names at wide receiver. So wide receiver is going to be deep here. So we'll see how they go through picking receivers or running backs. Next, looking at tight end, it's pretty crazy because we have 3 of the top 5 tight ends on free agency right now. That if you were just doing a regular draft, these 3 guys would be probably top 5 or 6 picked up in a draft. So tight ends, there's a lot of good ones here too. I don't know if they're going to wait on those or if they're just going to start plucking them. And then going to kicker, there's not very many good ones, but I mean, there's guys that'll get you through the week. Kickers aren't too important. IDP, we are adding another IDP flex spot. And so IDP could be pretty important. I would say, I would imagine that they're most likely not going to pick up any of these guys until the end of the end of the draft, which at that point, these guys might be pulled back. Looking at the top here, these guys are not in production order. I just threw them in off of everyone's list before throwing in these guys. But there are a lot of good free agents as well. I would assume maybe one or two of these IDP guys will get plucked from someone's team. But looking at the rest of the players, I think a lot of people will have 4 guys gone off their roster before an IDP gets taken. So most likely coming out of the draft, you might see an Isaiah Simmons, Kenneth Murray, Devin Bush, Buda Baker type. You might see those guys get picked up instead of someone valuing like a TJ Watt, for example. But all in all, this should be an exciting draft. Let's go over to the compensatory draft pick chart just to remind everyone. If you do end up having a quarterback taken, which looking at the top, Alex has 2 top 5 quarterbacks in the pool. If he decides to let them both ride, he has a chance to get 2 first-round picks if they both finish in the top 6. If they end up finishing in the 7 to 14 range, which is still back-end QB1, he would get a 2nd-round pick next year, compensatory, so it'll be at the very end of that round. And if they finish between 15 and 24, and I imagine if Tua and Daniel Jones was his other guy, I would imagine if both of those guys goes, you'll see possibly a 2nd-round pick and possibly a 3rd-round pick get taken and given to Alex. So there's a chance if he gets both those guys taken, he's going to get a couple picks back. I don't know if it'll be worth it for a guy like Tua or Daniel Jones, but at the same time, both of those guys are on thin ice with their organization. So looking at the running backs, if looking at the top examples, I have the top 3 running backs on there. So if one, I would imagine at least one of my guys is getting taken. If 1, 2, or 3 of them get taken, and end up being a top 4 running back, I'll get a 1st-round pick at the very end of the draft. 5 to 9, I'll get a 1st-round pick next year. If they finish between 10 and 15, I'd get a 2nd-round pick. 16 to 24, get a 2nd-round pick the following year. And if they finish in the 20s or 30s, it'll be a 3rd-round pick either next year or the following year. Going to wide receiver. With the depth of this wide receiver class, I think that there are going to be a lot of draft picks in the 2nd round this year coming out of here. So looking at it, if a guy like Julio gets drafted and he stays in Atlanta, I would imagine Aaron Petrie would end up getting probably a 1st-round pick in 2023 or a 2nd-round pick in 2022. I think if Julio stays healthy and stays in Atlanta, he'll end up being between 7 and 15. So, but let's go through the wide receiver ranking. So if they end up going between 1 and 4, actually we don't even have to go through it because wide receiver and running backs have the exact same ranking system. So looking over at tight end, it was pretty deep. Again, we've got 3 of the top 5. And then we've got a couple other guys in here that are pretty valuable too. So a lot of good tight ends in this draft class. If they end up finishing top 6, they'll get a 1st-round pick this year. Finishing between 7 and 14, a 2nd-round pick this year. And finishing 15 to 24, they'll get a 3rd-round pick this year. So, or excuse me, next year, not this year, not the upcoming rookie draft. But we're not giving 2023 compensation because tight end is pretty thin. That I think it'd be more fair just to do it this way. For kickers, there are some good kickers out there. I don't think any of them will finish top 3, but if they do, it'll be a 3rd-round pick, and anything else it'd most likely be a third-round pick the following year. IDP, again, this is one of those things where there are a lot already on free agency, and I also don't imagine anyone, maybe two guys, will get a pick from their defensive players, just because I think they're going to be more valued towards running back and quarterback early, then following up with a solid depth of wide receiver, and then going on towards tight end before everyone's pick players are already taken. So going through this, let's look at some people's teams and who they've decided to keep. Let's not start with me. Let's start in the very back end while we wait for Wyatt and Brandon to let me know that they're ready. So, looking at all right. So looking at Alex's team, this is his team beforehand, and everyone in green is who he decided to keep. So you can see he had 4 quarterbacks, a bunch of young guys, a couple studs. He decided to only keep 2 of them. He kept Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, which means that he's leaving Daniel Jones and Tua out there. Again, he decided to keep it pretty balanced on the guys that he's keeping. 2 quarterbacks, 2 running backs, because it is a super flex league, so he'll keep 2 quarterbacks to be able to start them. 2 running backs. Is my sound not on? That's awkward.
This whole time?
No, it is. Brandon said he's getting sound. Okay. All right, interesting. So he's got a pretty solid team that he decided to keep. A bunch of young guys, a bunch of productive young guys, and keeping it pretty balanced as well. Going on to the next team, Grant Haas kept 3 of his 5 quarterbacks. Again, a couple young guys. Also a couple guys that could be replaced in the next few years, depending on how Dak gets over his injury and everything. But again, it's pretty solid. I would say pretty balanced roster. It looks like no one's deciding to keep their tight ends, and a lot of people are deciding to keep their IDP instead of a kicker. So going to Toby's team, still no tight ends are being kept. Toby's the first one to keep a kicker instead of a defensive player. And again, he actually let go of probably the greatest young quarterback in the league right now, which is Josh Rosen. So he'll be on free agency. I'm sure he'll probably be one of the first pickups. But other than that, again, people are being pretty smart with the balance of their roster that they're deciding to keep. I'm curious to see if Josh Rosen is the first pullback for Toby. I imagine he would be. If not, then I think Kalen Ballage is the next answer. So we'll see how Toby decides to go about picking up and saving his first couple players. Next team, we'll go to Kyle. So he's pretty thin at the quarterback position anyways. He has really only one real quarterback, and he's 43 years old, Tom Brady. So he decided to keep him. That's pretty smart. Running back was thin anyway, so he decided to keep 2. And he also decided to keep a kicker and no tight end. So far, no one decided to save a tight end. That's probably why we're looking at a lot of good tight ends on the open market as it is. A couple young studs that he decided to let go, and then a couple old guys at wide receiver. But I would imagine he'd be bringing those guys back pretty quickly. All right, going to Austin Newell's team. He started his roster with 5 quarterbacks and only decided to keep 1. And he was probably the worst quarterback on the list. He decided to keep Drew Lock, even with the Nickelodeon's most valuable player, Mitchell Trubisky, being on his roster, letting him go. Fitzmagic. He has a retired player on his team, and Ryan Tannehill, a playoff quarterback. So decided to keep Drew Lock, who might not keep his job this entire year. That's okay. But he did also keep the first tight end. So Mike Gesicki is being saved. That's it. That's all I have to say about Austin's team. All right, scooting over to Trey's team. Again, a guy that did not have really very many quarterbacks left on his team. He did decide to keep one. All right, thanks, Chase. Yeah, so he did decide to keep one. Both of these guys are kind of on the hot seat. There's a rumor of them being moved, but again, Matt Ryan is going to start for Atlanta, and they can't get out of his contract anyway. So I think that's a good move, especially with Kyle Pitts being out there. Now, wondering how long Derek Carr is going to stay on the draftable players list. There are rumors that he's going to be shipped very soon. He also doesn't have an offensive line, and he has no weapons. So even though I do like Derek Carr as a player, is he really that valuable right now? It looks like Trey doesn't think so, and I kind of tend to agree with him. So moving on to Tyler's team. We're focusing really on quarterbacks right now because I think that is the most important position in this super flex league. So he started out with 5 quarterbacks. Big Ben, who might not make it through the year, he decided to keep him on the open roster. That's smart. Jimmy G, who again probably won't start this year other than a few games, decided to let him walk. Awesome. He also let Carson Wentz go. A bit of a surprise. He's with a new team and with his old offensive coordinator in Frank Reich. So I don't know. I don't know how that's going to go, especially with keeping Deshaun Watson, who's having those allegations against him. I'm kind of surprised that he didn't end up switching those two. But other than that, he kept a couple young running backs and a couple young receivers. It looks like every receiver is going into his 3rd year or less that he's keeping, so that's pretty exciting. Again, no tight end being kept. So you see a guy like Noah Fant go toward the top of that tight end pool, and also Tyler Higbee is probably in the middle of it. So it looks like Wyatt has arrived at Brandon's place, so we should be getting this draft started any minute now. What? Whatever. All right, moving on to Aaron's team. He had a boatload of running backs that he decided to let walk, one including basically the best rookie running back last year, or one of the best rookie running backs in James Robinson for the Jacksonville Jaguars. They did go ahead and draft Travis Etienne, so it looks like James Robinson's not really fitting that scheme, which is what we were afraid of when Urban went over there, but we'll see what happens. I'm sure he will end up trying to pull him back if he doesn't get drafted. But other than that, he kept the only 2 quarterbacks he actually has on his roster because Phillip Rivers did retire. So he's got two Pro Bowl quarterbacks on his roster. He saved one running back, and he saved a couple wide receivers. So it looks like his team has a chance to get kind of scalped at the running back position, same as mine, unless he has a strategy to pull those guys back. We'll see how that works with him. But other than that, he kept his tight end. He had 2 really good, probably 2 of the top 3 tight ends in the league on his roster. He decided to only keep one so he can bring back Ezekiel Elliott. Little bit of a questionable decision in my feelings, but at the end of the day, I think if Zeke is healthy and he commands that offense, he'll be more valuable than one of these tight ends. So going to Chase's roster. Chase had 5 quarterbacks on his roster. He only decided to keep one. That's Lamar Jackson. Running backs, he kept 2 of his 4. He kept 3 wide receivers, letting go guys like Curtis Samuel, Paris Campbell, Mecole Hardman, and Gabe Davis, a couple young guys that could be taking the next step this year. He also let Jonnu Smith go, which, again, I don't know how many targets he'll get in that offense in New England because they did get, what's his name, Hunter Henry at the same time. And it looks like Mac Jones is more of a slant route guy, and it doesn't seem like you can throw slant routes to tight ends that are inline blockers. So I think it's a smart move not to waste a spot on Jonnu Smith. We'll see who ends up picking if someone ends up picking him up or if he just falls back on his roster. All right, last but not least, my team. I did have 4 quarterbacks. I only got to keep 3 of them. And it might end up costing me guys like David Montgomery, Chris Carson, and Myles Gaskins. I did get to save Antonio Gibson and J.K. Dobbins, 2 rookies last year that look like they are going to be big workhorses in their offenses. So we'll see if they can make that step their sophomore year. I also didn't keep my tight end. I kept 2 wide receivers and let guys like Juju Smith-Schuster, Mike Williams, Hollywood Brown, and Corey Davis go onto the block. So all in all, there are a bunch of good people in this draft eligible pool. Looks like Trey also has arrived. Trey is the co-commissioner, and he will be with Brandon and Wyatt to make sure everything goes smoothly at their house while I'm not there. So looking back in this draft pool, I would say a couple sneaky picks. Trash saves. You don't like my saves, man? Whoops, that's not my saves. These are my saves. I mean, not saving these 3 guys are killers. Not saving Hawkinson hurts. Not saving Corey Davis hurts me too. And not saving Sam Darnold hurts as well. But, I mean, what did you want me to do? I can't let Matthew Stafford out. I was trying to sell him, but he wasn't going for too much, so I decided he'd be more valuable for me if Cliff Kingsbury can't get that offense going. So, but no, let's look at some sneaky guys that we'll see. We'll see if people like. So, looking down at the bottom of this quarterback board, if you get too deep in here, I think Ryan Fitzpatrick, if he doesn't get pulled back, is a guy that he can carry you for 1 year while you're waiting for a rookie guy. Yeah, save Corvette. I should, but he might be one of my first saves. We'll see. We'll just see how the draft goes. Number 6 on the wide receiver board, but we'll see. But going back to this, Ryan Fitzpatrick's out there. He could be a guy that one of these 2 teams could grab and really have a solid quarterback for 1, maybe 2 years, depending on how well he does in Washington. Because Ron Rivera, I don't know if he's going to want to trade up a lot. Apparently, they almost traded up to go get Justin Fields, but they just couldn't get the trade done. So, I think he'll exceed. So you'll at least have 1 year there. Looking at some sleepers in the running back category because I do think it's top heavy, probably about right there. It's really all the starting value you can get. I mean, Zach Moss might be a flex guy. Might get Leonard Fournette to be a flex guy. Every once in a while, Kenyon Drake's in a committee now. James Conner's in the committee now. So, I mean, there's a couple guys. I think Jeff Wilson down here. Even with Trey Sermon getting drafted, I think Jeff Wilson is still his show at the moment. So, looking at a guy down there, and he can't be pulled back because he's a free agent. So, that's my sleeper in the running back department. Going to wide receivers. Let's just take a quick peek down here. Kendrick Bourne and Brashon Perriman. Those are my 2. Both by Newell. They are way down there, so there's a chance they might get pulled back or they might run. 4 players might get taken before that from Newell's team. So tight end, I don't have any. Just grab the best available. I mean, we've got 6 pretty good starters up here on top of, I mean, you want to grab any of these guys, I mean, they're starting caliber. So, and then last but not least, Josh Rosen is another sleeper for me in the quarterback position. I think he beats out Trey Lance this year, and he gets that starting job in San Francisco. So hold on, we're getting a call.
Joey, you're on the phone with Chase now. Hello.
Hey, you're on stream now, so
no
say
profanity.
hello to the people.
Oh, what the fuck?
All right.
Okay.
So Brandon's now officially on the clock. Just 2 minutes.
How many picks do they have to meet?
It's 40 total. So it's 20 each. Yeah. All right. And if Brandon wants to text me the picks or just give it to Trey will unmute his mic and tell me. But other than that, he can keep his mic muted the whole time just so we don't get any echoes of what's going on in their war rooms. So hope everyone's excited for the first and last expansion draft of the Countdown County Dynasty League. If you guys have predictions of who he's going to take, you can drop it in the in chat. If not, and you just want to relax, just relax. That's totally fine. As soon as I get the pick, I am going to put it in the group chat and tell whoever's pick it is that they are on the clock, or to save someone. So, but that's it. I wish I had a little bit of background music. So, but sadly, I don't. There you go. Whew. The stream sponsored by Publix Water. Publix Water, delicious and nutritious. Ligma is Ligma balls, Grant. Let's see. First pick of the 2021 expansion draft is Carson Wentz out of Tyler's team. It looks like he went ahead and he believes in the Frank Reich. So we will go ahead and, oh geez, I forgot how to use this thing. So I'm at half screen, so I'm going to go full screen again. There we go. All right, we'll fill Wentz in there. Go to the draft board. Yeah, let's fill that in too. I don't know. It just probably look better. Go ahead to the draft board. First pick is a quarterback, Carson Wentz. Brandon's going to, if Wentz gets his thing going in Indy, Tyler, one of the hardest names to spell. If he gets his thing going in Indy, he could be a top 5 quarterback. So,
Joey, who is Tyler saving? How do we find this information?
I told him that it'd be put in here, but I'm gonna send him a text. So.
Well, here, hold on. Let me mute this. We can.
Ooh, first player goes off the board. Yeah. Hey, Grant, did you hear about Candace? Toby wants to know. Okay, well, while we wait on Tyler to answer, looks like second pick is Tua from Alex's team. So now Alex has to save someone as well. All right, second pick Tua. And now we will wait for these two teams to pull guys back. So it looks like we went quarterback off the board for the first 2 picks. I wonder if they will go back to the quarterback well, or if they will try to get some of these skilled positions. I'm most likely guessing Daniel Jones is going to be off the board. And Tyler, probably a wide receiver is my guess. I will mute my mic now.
Alex has saved T. Higgins.
Wait, he saved who?
T. Higgins.
T. Higgins. So it looks like there is still another quarterback up there. So we will go ahead and I'm going to highlight him if you want to put him on the save list.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. T. Higgins. Top wide receiver talent coming off the board. T. Higgins had, I think, 1,400 yards last year, if I'm not mistaken. So a young stud.
You
now
know
I'm going to mute myself.
You know Alex saved T. Higgins, right? He wasn't drafted?
Yeah. Yep. All right, I'll be right back.
Once we figure out Tyler's, we can proceed. Yeah, unless it's gonna be Tyler's team. So I mean, if it's not, all right. Joey's muted. Joey, if you can hear me, Brandon's gonna proceed because he's not going for a Tyler guy. I don't think you can hear me.
Yeah, I hear you. Sounds good.
Brandon is taking David Montgomery. So Joey, get to thinking. That's sad. Joey's gonna be so mad about losing all these running backs. What else are you gonna do? Oh, he's to what I said. like I'm in a Zoom meeting. So why you're on the clock, but don't take any of Tyler's players unless you're planning on it yet.
All right. Tyler did not answer back. He told me. There we go. All right. He's calling me. Perfect.
Sweet. Aaron's kind of working. I'm not sure he's going to be able to do this. I'm doing Kyle's team because Kyle told me this morning to save his people. So Korea. So he's like asleep. I think it's like actually no, it's kind of like 9 a.m. there, so he could do it if he wanted to.
All right. So Claypool is being saved by Tyler.
Okay.
I'm also saving Chris Carson.
What are you gonna say?
Claypool, the receiver from the Steelers. Chase Claypool.
Montgomery was taken.
That's why it's important to have an even number of guys who are good. Because if you have 3 guys who are good, you're going to lose 2 of them, and you're at the waste to save on some shitbag. So
He's saving Claypool. All right.
Joey, who
Are
are
we
you
looking? I'm saving Chris Carson.
Okay.
How are we looking, Trey? We're caught up on everything.
Yeah, we should be good now. We're on Wyatt's
Awesome.
202.
You have Wyatt's second pick. That's right. Trey trying to find a way to hop in the expansion draft for Carson. That's what Grant said. Hey, he might be on the trade block depending on what's there. If I could pull back a couple more of these running backs, probably.
Wyatt just drafted Chase Edmonds from my team with his second.
Chase Edmonds with the 4th overall pick. All right.
And
now we're moving.
Save. I'm going to save Derek Carr.
Derek Carr gets taken. All right. Or gets saved, excuse me. Chase Edmonds goes.
No.
You guys get to watch me try to spell some of these guys' names, so that's going to be very funny.
Hurts and then go back to back, but they have me hard. And then I was gonna do something else crazy, but they I got that feeling.
You want Amari Cooper, don't you?
I mean, I'm not worried about it.
Well, I'm scared. I don't want it right now.
There's so many weapons.
How you guys enjoying this so far?
I love it.
But they got
Feeling nervous. There's a couple guys I'm trying to save, and I don't feel like I have enough time to save all of them. So we'll see about that. Yeah, I was gonna copy and paste the names, but I kept highlighting them first, and I didn't want to bring over the highlight because it would look ugly. So that was my original plan, Grant, and I'm gonna try to do that this time. But if I highlight first, then it's then I'm just gonna have to write it. So looks like we have 3 people watching right now. We did have 6 at one time. I'm guessing a couple of these guys realized that their players aren't going to get picked until like the 6th or 7th round, so he got uninterested.
Brandon's third round pick is in.
All right.
Joey, your feelings are about to be clear.
No, not is it? It's not Gaskin.
It's Myles Gaskin with a 301.
All right, and that concludes the draft today, everybody. Thank you so much. Oh man, I was trying to figure out a way to save him, dude.
Now you can
Okay.
save Sam Darnold. Not anymore.
that's actually might be a solid.
All right, look at this copy and paste job. Bam. That's for you, Grant.
Joey, can I have
Copy and paste. Boom.
Who you saving, Joey?
Thinking. I got 2 guys I'm trying to decide between.
Flip a coin.
Let's see. Dang it, man. He really had to go for Gaskin?
Running back heavy.
Really? Really, man? A Dolphin? How is a Patriots fan going to go draft Miles freaking Gaskin? I'm not a sore loser, Laura.
Dolphin
That
boy.
hurts, man. I know. I'm going to. I'm saving Sam Darnold.
Patriots can never commit to like starting running back.
I saved Sam Darnold. No. Am I muted?
No, I can hear you.
Okay. Oh, highlight the saves in a different color. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Good idea. Good idea, Grant. This is perfect. So these two guys were saved. We will highlight them. Let's highlight them in a nice little
Orange.
Well, I want it to be a good color, like a peach.
Black.
But there's peach there. Yeah, black. Oh, let's just do them white. Look at that. Does that look good or no? We're gonna do white. We're gonna see how people like that, and we can always change it. So T. Higgins was saved, Chase Claypool was saved. Let's do white. How does that look? Is that ugly, guys? Green for money. Light green. Oh, man. Okay. Let's do it. Light green. All right, Wyatt is on the clock, by the way. I'm trying to find a light green. I got to make a custom color for this? Like, what the heck? Make it? Let's do like that, a little green dollar bill. That's a little darker than I thought it'd be. That's not bad, though. Let's do that. That's the green we're going with. My custom green. Trey, is Wyatt choosing right now? No.
I forgot I was muted. Yeah, Wyatt's
I think she's
very studiously.
Madison's thing. I don't know though. Okay, so he is. All right, good.
He wants to know where.
All right. So while they're doing that, let's look through. It looks like 2 people have been taken from my team. Only 2 more people are able to get drafted until my team comes back. Chase still has not had anyone drafted through only 2 rounds, so it's not a big deal. Tyler had 1 person. Wentz drafted. He pulled back Claypool. Trey had Chase Edmonds drafted. Bit of a surprise, but if he's the lead workhorse there, then it's going to be worth it. He pulled back Derek Carr. Austin did not have anyone drafted. Kyle didn't have. I think that's everyone. Yeah, that's everyone drafted so far. So, Tua got drafted from Alex's team, and he pulled back T. Higgins. So, a couple guys that haven't gone off the board yet that it looks like should definitely get their names called soon, and it's looking like a couple of them are Alex's guys. Austin has a few good pieces up there. Aaron Petrie has a few. Then right under that, Haas has a bunch of people in that mid-tier level. So wouldn't be surprised if any of their names got called soon. So
Joey, Wyatt's complaining that you're switching screens too much. He said he wants 1 more minute extended on his clock time.
I'm trying to give the people a good look, let them know what's going on and where everyone is. But all right, will do. There's the screen.
Wyatt says Amari Cooper.
And as we expected, Amari Cooper did not last any longer than that. We were wondering when he was going to get taken. It was just a matter of time. Amari Cooper has been taken from Alex's team. I did see Alex in the chat a little earlier. So if he wants to put in the chat who he's saving, that would be wonderful.
He just texted. He says, fuck. I guess Jones.
He thought he was gonna get Amari Cooper and T. Higgins saved.
Yeah, I don't know what he's thinking.
What quarterbacks are you gonna get? Dude, I wanted T. Higgins. What quarterbacks are you?
I was afraid he was gonna start pulling quarterbacks back. That's the only reason why I took Sam Darnold so quickly.
I would have saved Amari Cooper with T. Higgins. T. Higgins going to play fourth fiddle to Jamar Chase,
What
Tyler.
are you talking about? You can talk about T. Higgins, or you can talk about Jamar Chase and and how they had chemistry and everything like that. But he's got chemistry with T. Higgins from all of last year before he broke his leg and tore his ACL and got eaten up by D linemen.
Which equals 0.
Yeah, exactly. That's true. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Daniel Jones, it looks like. Let's see who he's saving. So we'll go ahead and save Danny Dimes. You remember when that nickname was fitting him? That was crazy.
I do too. He's got a lot of weapons.
Everyone likes. I don't like Daniel Jones, man. Oh, that's all I had to do right there. All right, so it looks like Brandon's back on the clock.
Brandon has selected Darren Waller.
Darren Waller, first tight end taken off the board. We were wondering how long it was going to take for one of them. Apparently, not long.
And Aaron is at work, so I'm not really sure how we go about this, but I'm assuming it's going to be either Julio or Robert Woods.
Yeah, I was hoping he was going to give his list to somebody if he was at work, but we'll see how that goes. I don't know if he ended up giving that to someone. Aaron Wall. A walrus.
Come by. Yeah, call 911.
It's an emergency.
Hey, can I speak to Officer Petrie, please?
Yeah, I'm getting raped in Brandon's house. My team's getting raped.
Oh man, that's too much.
Sorry, does I know how to say the rape word on this live cast?
No, I don't care. It's not monetized or anything. So. You guys want to see this wonderful view while we wait for Petrie? Or when are you guys trying to get a hold of him?
Yeah, I texted him 10 minutes ago and to no response. So
Okay. If not, then I think.
Well, Wyatt might want to
do we skip? That's what I'm saying. Do we skip or do we save someone? That's a league chat vote. I don't want to fuck him, you know. But I also don't want to just pick a random player for him. So, I mean, if the league decides, hey, let's just pick a random player, we can do that.
This must be a
not random. Yeah, exactly. Not random, but whoever the league decided. All right, check this out, guys.
Put it in the group chat. See if we can get at least 7 responses. Mm-hmm.
This view. Got golf courses and everything. Nice little pool down there.
Jones is still the number 1 wide receiver on that team.
How wonderful is that? Yeah. I really wanted to hit that golf course, so.
This commercial is brought to you by
Champions Gate. Yeah, I really wanted to hit there, but
I would guess Julio.
A lot of money, and we had to get on a list. So I'm good with Julio, as long as everyone else is. It looks like Toby's good with Julio. Chase wants Julio, and Haas wants Julio. So
Yep.
I think let's go with Julio Jones. I think that's the practical vote as well.
I agree. Or
Julio
James
Jones gets. Well, no. I mean, if he really wanted him, then yes. But I think Julio Jones. So
on a delay. This is his face of disgust.
Yeah, but I thought.
all right, Julio Jones was saved. So it is now Wyatt's turn, which I believe Wyatt did want Julio, so that kind of hurts him. But
Wyatt says he did not want Julio Jones.
oh, I thought he said he wanted him. I just heard you guys talking about him. So
Dude, Ryan Tannehill, you are sleeping on my dog.
I know, man.
Yeah. True.
My dog.
Melvin Gordon's up there. RB3 on that team.
Hey, AJ Dillon's gonna be a nice sleeper if you want to grab him right now. That'd be cool. What about Juju? Get Corvette.
Odell Beckham Jr. from Alex's team.
OBJ. Alex gets another guy taken.
So that means Alex has 3 now, yeah?
Yep.
So next player
Odell
on Alex is
Beckham.
done. So if you want an Alex guy, it's got to be
Oh, Odell Beckham right there.
Alex. Who you saving?
Oh wait, hold on. Let's copy and paste, baby. Alex is putting in chat. No, not yet.
We'll probably
Adele.
not Devontae Parker.
Look at this. Oh my goodness. Check this out. So Wyatt has drafted 4 guys, and 3 of
Tunyon.
them were from Alex's team.
He saved Tunyon.
Okay, he saved Tanya. Did you hear what I said, Trey?
The tight end for the Green Bay. What do you say, Joey?
Wyatt has drafted 4 guys so far, and 3 of them were from Alex's team. The only one not from Alex's team was Chase Edmonds.
That's me. He's poaching.
Yeah, he is. He's stealing Alex's whole squad.
Take that as a compliment, Alex.
Yeah.
Wyatt wants to see Alex's starting roster if you will swap her out.
Oh, yeah, you're right, because that has been 3. He can only have 1 more player taken. So let's go over to Alex's roster. I think that'll benefit everyone. So this is his roster, and this is who he has left that you can grab.
Just give it. Oh, Juju? Whose team is he on?
He's on my team.
That's Brandon's pick.
Hey, that's my 3rd player taken as well, just to let you guys know. So we'll go through that again after. But we'll show Alex's team for a little bit longer, and then we'll show my team for a little bit longer as well. So Corvette was taken.
That works for what Joey or Alex's team was. Only 1 player left. Joey only has 1 player left too. So if you guys want a player from Joey or Alex, just know you guys are competing for 1 more player. Joey, who are you saving with this Juju?
Give me 1 second because I'm trying to fix this stuff, but then I will look at that. So let's see.
He's not drafting. You got all day.
Hawkinson. Pulling back Hawkinson, yeah.
What hurts your feelings? That your team sucks?
God dang it, man. If I could have kept Myles Gaskin, that would be great. This draft would be going as smoothly as it possibly could for me. That being said, at least I got to save Chris Carson.
Let's see this draft board.
All right. So here's my roster. This is if you want any of these receivers or running backs, they have to be your next pick.
And then I have Alex's as well, if you guys want to see it.
Yeah. While that's pulled up, I'll go back to YouTube chat, see what happens. My guys won't get picked till late rounds, so I'm busy and don't respond within 5 minutes. I give Joey permission to save my most valuable, deemed by him. That means Josh Rosen's the 1st overall save, baby. Let's go. Starting quarterback for San Francisco.
Right. Steam? Yeah.
Oh, man. Do you guys hear me drinking? Is it sexy? I'm like gargling this water.
Let's come. Who's up?
All right.
Wyatt is on the cock.
Yep. Looking through the draft board, this is what his team looks like.
He picked.
You want to see Alex's team again or what?
If you're picking from Alex's team, let me know. I'll show you real quick.
Yeah, I have it pulled up on the TV screen.
That was just a coincidence. I wasn't even looking at the name.
Why is it everyone from Zelda's team?
Can I see the starting lineup, Joey?
Come here, Wyatt. It's on my laptop.
For mine or Alex's? Alex is on the TV screen.
He's on the delay. That's your roster right here.
All right, can I see the draft eligible players?
You know how to work a mouse and pad or no?
Oh,
Hey, I see why.
You just want me to touch your crotch.
Oh, hey, Wyatt.
What's
Welcome
up?
to YouTube.
Can I get you to sign this permission slip?
Hi, Mom. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, Wyatt, you took too long, so Grant Haas decided to pick for you. He took Andre Iguodala.
Never heard of him.
How many points are Braves worth in this league?
Oh, my goodness. I'll take Dallas Goddard.
Fuck you.
Yeah. That's funny. He's like, all right, let me just find Trey's highest ranked guy.
Imagine drafting Dallas Goedert before Kenny Galladay. I'm cool with that. I'll take Kenny Galladay back.
Yeah, you'll just save him. Right when I saw him up there, I'm like, oh, he's gonna save him. All
That's
right.
awesome. I'll save
Holiday is now saved.
He's like 27.
Yeah, Galladay's got another 7 good years in him, I think.
Yeah, he seems like a good quarterback.
Yeah, which he has with, I believe at least with Fields. So
What do you want to say? Oh, stay on that screen, the draft board.
yep.
Don't tell him.
I'm gonna go quarterback all these.
Are you really? That's what I was about.
Ooh.
What do you want to do? I'm not. I'm not.
Daddy Bortles himself.
I'm gonna go.
Goff? Who? What are my options? Tannehill for sure.
Oh yeah, you got Tannehill, Jared Goff, and then you got a bunch of bridge quarterbacks.
Tannehill's not that old. How old is Tannehill? 29, 30?
No, he's 32, I think, 33.
Even more research than I did.
He was drafted in
Brandon says
2012. Tannehill.
So we need Austin to us.
Yep.
I think he saves Cortland Sutton if he doesn't
What
respond.
other quarterbacks does Washington have?
They have Dwayne Haskins.
Oh, they have no, they don't have Haskins anymore. That's the Pittsburgh. They have Taylor Heineke.
Ooh.
That guy's a baller.
He was last year.
Yeah, I don't think he beats him out though. You know what I mean? I don't think he beats out Fitzpatrick, but I do think he gets playing time in 2 years. I think he gets a chance at it, maybe. All right, we gotta text Austin and let him know.
All right, let's go out, pizza. Too much with my hands going on.
It is Saturday night, so he is probably valeting. So hopefully, I get a response from him.
I mean, this has only been planned for like a month and a half.
Yeah, no shit, right?
So, Lee, are we
All right.
on who he's saving?
We're gonna give him 2 minutes to respond to my text. I think that's fair, and then after that, we can league vote. My vote would be Cortland Sutton
Mine would too.
because I thought he was actually gonna save Cortland Sutton. So we'll see. Hey Trey, Toby wants to know how you broke your wrist. He assumes it was beating your meat in the shower.
He's just mad it wasn't his. It was tell me should have seen the other guy.
Yeah, I mean he can hear you, so.
Oh. I wrecked the motorcycle, Toby. While jerking the dude off. Joey has 3, and Alex. Alex and Joey both have 3 people. Mm-hmm. So this is Alex's team and Joey's team. You're about to take Alex's 4th guy. This is who's up right now? Brandon or Alex? I mean, all right. Why? This is Joey's team. If you're going that way. Well, he can't. His whole team gets pulled back after this pick. If you go, Alex, yeah. Yeah, honestly.
All right, I called Austin and I also texted him. Did not get a response. So if you want to league vote it, we can league vote it.
All right. What are our options here? We should put in the chat so 5 or 6 people can see it.
Yeah. Options are Cortland Sutton or do it. He said, Alex said, do it. It's Cortland Sutton, Melvin Gordon, Ryan Fitzpatrick.
I think Sutton. I know he likes Locke, so I'm gonna assume he likes Sutton like that too.
Yeah.
All right, we'll call Cortland Sutton. Brandon's like, this is collusion.
I want to get more than just Alex's vote, though, and our votes.
I
and
agree.
Brandon's vote. Brandon, you don't get a vote. Brandon and Wyatt, you guys don't get votes. Stop typing.
No representation without taxation.
Brandon's like, yeah, I agree. Let's put Fitzpatrick in there.
Let's save Alex Smith.
Man, we've been blowing up his phone. He's not. So Trey wants Sutton. I think it'd be Sutton as well. Can't hear for some reason, so someone type.
Set on my face.
All right, everyone wants Sutton, so we're going Sutton.
That's like 6
Sounds like a
votes.
plan. Yeah, I mean it's I thought it would be pretty unanimous as well. So, I mean, if he's mad at us for saving Sutton, one should have gotten on here, and two, why do you have no brain? You know, so. Oh fuck me, man!
Austin saved Drew Lock. Yeah, right. He's like, I don't want Cortland Sutton.
Okay, Austin.
You would take Drew Lock? He's not starting.
Super late.
He's not starting him. Once Drew Lock sucks, someone else.
Bridgewater.
Teddy Bridgewater.
Oh yeah.
That's Chase's nibba.
You got Sam Darnold.
Hey, who'd we say? Oh, Cortland Sutton was being saved.
Ryan Tannehill was drafted by Brandon.
Damn it.
Yeah.
No,
Give me Sam Darnold.
Wyatt, take Cortland.
Wait, hold on. Stop. Sorry. I have to take Cortland Sutton off.
Yeah,
That was my fault. I almost just gifted Wyatt Cortland Sutton.
yeah, I hate good receivers.
Yeah. Okay, Wyatt, you're up.
Wyatt's on the cock.
Oh.
What do you want to
Oh.
Draft available.
say? Draft available. I can get you there.
I got it on the screen. Is it not pulled up on the TV anymore?
It's just super delayed, so it wasn't
It's
there
right
a
there.
second ago.
It's right
Oh,
there.
I got you.
It's right there.
I know.
Oh man, this is exciting though. I'm liking it. You said Blake Bortles is getting drafted next?
Yeah, actually, he did a few times.
Goff is the Lions now.
Joey's
Hello.
what the hell?
I picked all the best people in the position, like the best kicker, the best lineman, the best tight end. Like, I have the best starting running, but then all my depth is bones.
Bones.
He's like, I got 7 good guys on my roster. The rest, bums.
I can't even
Jeremy
say
Smith kind of looks
that guy's easily buried.
Honestly, Jonnu Smith is going to be shitty for that
on
thing.
Jared Goff right here.
Dude,
Jared Goff.
Hernandez and
Do I waste a
Gronkowski.
pick on Jared Goff right here, Joey?
You drafted him?
No, I'm asking you. Do I do it right?
I can't give you advice until you draft or don't draft the player.
How many quarterbacks do you have on your team? I'd probably take quarterback.
And if you think Jared Goff's best available, go at it. If you want to take quarterback here. If you don't and you like Taysom Hill, take Taysom Hill.
Joey, when is this going to be updated on Sleeper? Tonight?
I will update it depending on how the rest of the night goes. It will be updated, I would say.
Let him have sex first with his girlfriend.
Yeah, I wish. No, it'll be updated this weekend. And just so everyone remembers, free agency and everything's locked right now. Sunday night. So going into Monday, it'll be opened back up. The waiver wires for everyone except for Brandon and Wyatt. So you guys don't get to use the waiver wire
So we won't.
because we will have free roster
Like
spots.
16, 17, 'cause you're draining our blood.
I'll take
Yeah.
it.
And so
You
it'll be
could.
2-day long waiver wire or waivers, I guess. And so every 2 days it'll tell you who got picked up, and then you can redo it, and it'll be for an entire week. So it'll be from this upcoming Monday to like Tuesday will be the last day that you'll find out your results, something like that. So
So it's a
I think I did
2-hour waiver period before we know who got
yeah, it's a 48-hour waiver period. Yep. And so you'll get like 3 or 4 cycles.
No,
And then after that, it'll be locked again, and only trades will be allowed until after the draft.
Hey, Joey, we got a pick for Wyatt.
Yep, what is it?
Ryan Fitzpatrick. It's another New Wolves team.
Ooh.
So it's between Will
Well-
Fuller and Melvin Gordon, I'd say.
Yeah, I know he loves Will Fuller.
So it's Ryan
But I don't know. I don't know if I want to take that risk and pick him for him, if you know what I mean.
Well, I mean, he's not.
But
You
you know,
don't have another option.
I know. I'll try to call him one more time. I guess. I don't know. I don't know what to do.
League vote again.
Yeah, it's Melvin Gordon, Will Fuller, and
That's
I don't
legit.
see anyone else that's worth it. That's it for his guys. So
Mhm.
you want to put that in there? I will also send a text to Austin.
Yeah. No, there's the free agency's loaded. I was kind of hoping I lost a defensive player, so I could just like go. Yeah.
Yeah, the IDP. Remember, we are picking up a flex IDP spot.
I
So
told
you
him.
will have to play another IDP guy.
So you got 3 taxi dudes. Joe, are we expanding the taxi or are we keeping it the same?
We're expanding the taxi 2 spots. Yes, but depending on what the league thinks, Toby thinks we should keep Fuller for him. But depending on what the league thinks, we might make it where taxi you cannot move a player out of there that year. So you have to finalize your taxi spots for that year, and you just can't move them out because we are opening the bench up another 4 spots, and we're adding in another flex and another IDP flex. So we're expanding the rosters a bunch. Where those taxi squad, if you have to pull someone out of there, you're shit out of luck anyways. You know, if you're really trying to pull someone out of there. So, but again, we can talk about that as a league. So
We got Alex says Fuller, Grant says Gordon, I said Fuller, Chase vote
Toby said Fuller as well,
says 3 Fuller,
and I think Fuller.
Chase says Fuller.
We'll pull back Fuller. All right, Fuller's the play. Let's get on with it.
Alex is changing to Gordon now. Dude, I swear we got a women in this league.
I'm going Fuller.
It's a 3-2 vote. I think we need to wait a little bit.
Okay. And then Alex says, I don't know. So
Wait,
it's
what
really
did
a 3.
Toby say? What did Toby say?
Fuller.
Okay, so it's a 4-2 vote.
Yep. Who's on the clock now? Is it Brandon?
Brandon's on the
No,
clock. Right now.
Yeah, Brandon, you're on the clock. Just if you really want Fuller or Gordon, then don't pick. If you're not really caring about that.
Yeah, Brandon's going with Robert Wood, so this doesn't affect it at all. So we'll just keep it on
Okay.
standby now.
Sounds good. We're thinking Fuller, but yeah, let's just keep that thing on standby. Aaron had another guy taken, so we're gonna have to do a league vote for that as well.
Aaron, well, it's going to be James Robinson. There's nobody else in his team worth saving.
Okay. With you. The freaking colors, man. Come on, man. Taken, and then yeah, you're right. It has to be James Robinson. So we'll just go ahead and save him unless someone has some arguments towards that. That's in the chat.
All right, Haas now switch a Fuller for Austin. I think it's just so we can get the move on. And Robinson for Aaron. I agree. Yeah, I guess they're switching.
All right. Well, I appreciate at least I mean, shoot, the majority of the league, other than the majority of the league's being pretty responsive, and I'm appreciating that because we're able to get things going. So, all right, let's do Robinson, and let's do Fuller as well.
Robinson.
I think those are finalized. Yep, Robinson and Fuller.
I mean, they're the two highest on. If you look at the overall draft board, so I mean,
and it's really not even close. Other than, it's really not that close. So
we should make it a rule that it's whatever the highest is. I mean, we've kind of been doing that already. So
yeah.
Robert Woods was taken.
Wide
So.
receiver.
Michael Pittman has gone from Kyle's team based on Wyatt, and Kyle has given me authority to save players from his team.
Yep.
So Michael Pittman's gone.
All right, Michael Pittman is taken.
Maybe we should keep it consistent and just go with the top player available on his team. Is that what we should do since we're doing it for other people too?
Yeah.
So the next player for Kyle would be Irv Smith is his highest.
I think we could do top 2 highest. You want to do something like that. So you can have, as a league, or if he delegated, which he did, it can be Irv Smith or Jalen Reagor, unless my eyes aren't working.
Yeah, it looks like Jalen Reagor. I think I'm going to go with Irv Smith. I know he was
I think so too. Okay. Perfect. We'll save Irv Smith. But just so it doesn't, make it where we're only saving, like, say, running backs for someone,
Right. That's
All
true.
right. And now on the clock is Brandon again.
So remember, Joey,
We're about halfway done.
out of 3 players. Okay.
These should be moving quickly from here on out. No, we're picking people.
She's getting angry.
Okay. Well, I'll get you Millers in a little bit. All right, here's overall available, and then here's my team as well. At least I believe Myles Gaskin is going to give me a good pick, so.
This might actually take longer with the bad players.
Well, if it does, then you guys can just keep rocking. Worst case, in the back half of it. So,
What time you got to get off at Joey?
We'll see. No, I was saying if it just goes a little bit too long, like another 30 minutes, then I'll give it up. That's all I was saying.
That's true.
Right?
No, I'm not going to take a receiver for a little bit now.
There's a bunch of receivers still on the board. They're actually decent.
Back now.
All right, Brandon has selected Jonnu Smith.
Jonnu Smith,
Chase.
Patriots tight end. What a surprise.
Curtis Samuel. Chase is saving Curtis Samuel.
He saves Curtis Samuel. Look at that. It's moving quickly now.
Somebody's getting coached. Aren't you glad I made that trade now, Buckaroo? Yeah. You with tight end yet, Brandon? It would have been flopped. All right, Wyatt, you were on the clock.
Wait,
Ronald,
who did you save? Curtis Samuel?
he saved
Yeah.
Curtis Samuel. And then Wyatt has selected Ronald Jones. That's the last player from Alex's team, so block out all of Alex's players.
Wow. Ronald Jones was
Yeah.
selected.
Alex was the first team taken.
Wow. For him. Didn't he get last pick too? That's crazy.
Yeah, right. Injuries.
Yeah, I guess so. Somehow it did this. That's crazy. What is going on?
Chat. I feel pillaged.
All right. Well,
Brandon
good
won.
news is
Oh,
the
good.
bleeding has stopped for you, Alex. So
Brandon wants Damian Harris from whoever has him. Haas. So Haas,
Haas.
you're on the clock, Haas.
No, Alex. Oh, there's an Alex. Well, Michael P. Ryan, don't want to put him on someone's team.
He's not even on the board.
Dude, he's not gonna get signed.
Joey, we gotta put Tim Tebow on the tight end board. I forgot all about it.
Oh shoot, I forgot about that. Was he who's he on? Chase's team?
He's tight end 1.
No, that's right.
Haas says save Thielen.
Thielen. All right.
So Alex's team was all raped before Haas even had one person taken from his team.
That's wild.
Same goes
And,
for
and before Toby.
yeah.
And
You guys
before
feel-
White had a player stolen.
Did you block out all of Alex's players? Yeah,
I'm working on that now.
I hear you.
That's not the green. And then he said Thielen, right?
Yeah, he saved Thielen.
All right, I'll block him out as well.
You picked Damian Harris. All right, Leonard Fournette is up next from Toby's team.
Thielen. Did I even put Adam Thielen on this list?
Yeah, he's number 10.
Oh, there he is. You're right.
And then Toby just lost Leonard Fournette, so whoever Toby's saving.
All right, and then Fournette. And then I need to put all these in the actual draft board. So Leonard Fournette. Toby gets to save someone. All right. You might be putting it in chat, but I'm doing this first. So,
All
all right. So it was who did Brandon just take? It was Alex's last player, right?
Damian Harris was taken by Brandon, but before that was Ronald Jones by Wyatt.
Right. Okay. So I did Ronald Jones, and then Wyatt just drafted again, and it was Toby's guy.
Leonard Fournette. So
Leonard
he
Fournette.
stacked the Bucks running backs. Good choice. Yeah, that's smart. Stonks. Mm-mm.
I got
This guy.
Did Toby tell you who he's saving yet? It's probably gonna be Goff. Or James Conner. I know how much he loves Cancer Boy.
Jesus. All right. Let's look, see, make sure I did everything right. I don't know.
So
No, I need to check.
Bojo, Damian Fournette. Yep. Yo, Joey, put Rojo in Wyatt's running back spot. Leave his flex open.
Oh, did I not put him in his running back spot? I got you. Okay.
Running backs are filled now.
All right, just texted Toby too, so we'll give him like 2 minutes.
I thought Toby was listening to the chat. He was asking me about my hand.
He is. He said that he wasn't really listening too hard though right now. So just text him. But he should be jumping up in chat pretty soon.
No rush.
Christian Kirk just put it in there. Nice. Thank you, Toby.
David Kirk. All right.
Yep, saving Kirk.
All right. Want to put this in here? Yeah, Joey, your team is done now. Brandon just took Corey Davis.
Oh, you slut.
It's okay. You get to keep Hollywood Brown.
What? He can have Hollywood Brown. I'll give him Hollywood Brown and Henry Ruggs for Corey Davis back.
Ooh.
We'll see. We'll see.
The Jets. 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 On the bright side, you're done, Joey. You're done getting pillaged.
I guess.
You lost Gaskin and Corey Davis. I know that hurts the butt.
I know. Yeah, it did. It hurt a lot, but at least I'm done. All right, so now.
Yeah, you're done.
Yeah, now Wyatt's on the clock.
Oh, let's take out all your players. Yeah. No, don't take out Zach Moss.
Oh, whoops. For some reason, I thought that said Joey, not Trey. I guess I was looking for Wise.
Green means saved, right?
Yep, it's a money green that I made. So
Let's hit green.
I don't. Okay, whatever. I made a custom green, man.
I'll let you do your thing then. Who are you taking away? Hunter Henry is gone from Haas's team.
Okay.
So
Come
Haas,
out on here.
you're listening.
Haas gets another save.
Joey, Brandon wants to see his team. Oh, he's kind of busy doing his thing. Hold on, I'll show you here.
Hold on, his right here.
He wasn't even on a roster, Chase, until like 2 weeks ago, like 2 days ago.
Yeah, this is your team, Brandon, whenever it pulls up on chat.
Haas probably saves Tyler Boyd here if he's listening.
He just put something in.
He said save Thielen, but that was like 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, that was a while ago. I see that now. He just jumped in. He should be picking someone soon.
He's probably gonna save Boyd.
David
Oh,
Johnson.
Johnson. Okay.
David Johnson.
Well, Boyd is up for grabs, boys.
What's your tight end?
Dude, the Browns have freaking roster team.
Well, the Texans have like 4 starting running backs right now. Team is stacked. And no line, so Joe Burrow's going to break his leg again. This will be all for naught. Haas, Boyd's gone, so get to save
Boyd
another.
just got taken.
And that means
Dang.
3 players from Haas's team.
Yep, Haas only has one more guy to save.
And me, I think I have 1 guy left. No, I have 2 guys.
And that was Wyatt's team, correct?
Why? No, that was Brandon. Brandon had Tyler. Wyatt.
Brandon's team.
I think, who did you just draft, Wyatt? Hunter Henry. Hunter Henry, right.
Henry guy. Gotcha.
So who are you saving, Haas?
I can't spell Tyler for some reason. I don't know why.
No. This takes all my brain power. There ain't much of it to start with.
We're going.
AC?
He's typing someone.
In Titusville?
You can save an extra IDP if you want.
Yeah.
That's allowed. That'll be his last IDP player too.
I lit up. Oh my gosh. He's still going at him. Take your helmet off, you pussy. 2 guys got in a fight in Titusville, and one of them was wearing a bike helmet, just swinging.
Jeez. All right, he saved Devin White. And that's his whole team, is it not?
No, he's got 1 more.
Oh, he has one more. Okay.
Has to be.
Devin White. Put that
So
in
Haas
money.
has 2 players, or has 1 player left too, guys.
Yep.
At Wyatt, at Brandon. I mean, considering there's only like 6 good ones, I guess you can say so. We only start 1. No, you put them in flex. Yeah, they get the same as the receiver. Half point per reception.
Yep.
We should make tight ends and a flex worth more.
Will it make it easier to make their roster if we drop the players they draft? No, just moving. No, it won't. I like the idea, but no, I can move players from team to team in this app. They make it pretty easy on Sleeper, so that should be no issue. Yeah, so if you can just keep them on the roster, it'll be easier for me.
Jalen Rager from Kyle's team. All right. Jalen Rager was taken by Wyatt.
Okay. I spelled Jalen, so like, hold on.
Jalen.
Here, let's look at that. Easy enough.
And Kyle is going to save. Who does he have?
That was Kyle's team.
Yeah.
I bet you one of them will take Kyle Trask in the second round.
Kyle's next available is between Gronk and Njoku or Marvin Jones. And Gronk is listed higher than Njoku, so it's between Marvin Jones and Gronk. I'm going to say Gronk probably because he actually starts.
Okay. He will save Gronky.
2 years after being caught by the new.
Oh, Alex votes Marvin Jones. I don't know if there's a vote on that one, though.
I don't know. I just remember he was telling me he was torn between saving Gronk or Jarvis Landry. So I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what
Dang, I appreciate Alex sticking in here, even though all his players were drafted.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna text Kyle real quick.
What?
See if he answers.
And Laura for waiting to eat Miller's. All right. You are on the clock. Brandon took Goff. Wow. That's a late rounder too. That's crazy. If he can make it, if he can make it work with no one on that team, that'd be good. And plus, that's your third quarterback, so that's not a bad value either.
Yeah, literally has nobody there to do. And then that's Toby's team. So
Yeah, dude, TJ Hawkinson's gonna have like 2,000 receiving yards. So. Yep.
did you text Toby, Jay?
Oh, I did not. No.
It's probably going to
know.
be James Conner now. He's the second stringer for Arizona.
Yep, it probably will be. Let's see if he put it in chat. No, he has not been in chat yet.
Him and Zach Moss are 50-50. So is Zach Moss. They're both babies. It's like, take players, please. Zach Moss was a rookie last year. And they just signed Matt Breida. I'm pretty sure it's an RBC.
Yeah, probably.
Whereas Singletary can't pass block. Zach Moss can't catch. So it's either a goal line back or a pass catcher. What do you want? Those two. The last pick was Jared Goff. Who did you take? Somebody out of Jared Goff?
No. Can I see the draft eligibility? Where does Mike Hughes play?
The Falcons.
All right, Toby saves Josh Rosen.
Toby says Josh. Are you serious?
No, I'm teasing.
No.
I'm teasing.
Oh,
He's deciding right now. He took. He's saving Connor.
Yeah.
All right, so he's saving James Conner.
All right, Wyatt just drafted Raheem Mostert from my team.
And you have what, 2 players left or 1 player left?
I'm gonna save.
Wait, Wyatt drafted Raheem Mostert from your team, or
Yeah.
Brandon did?
Wyatt did.
Oh, I'm sorry. He was being saved. James Conner saved, not taken. That's why I was like, that doesn't make sense. Okay, he took Raheem Mostert. Gotcha. That makes sense.
Hmm.
Trey's team. So now Trey gets to save a player. And how many more players are left on Trey's team? You said 1 more can be drafted. Whoa.
I'm gonna save Mike Davis, Joey.
Yep. Good save. Money Green. All right. Brandon's back on the clock again.
And Brandon just took Zach Moss from my team to end it.
Zach Moss.
God, my
And
team.
now Trey's team is over.
Cole Kmet is not yours, you dirty slut. He's
I
mine.
was gonna take him.
I know you were.
The only thing that made me do it was quarterback.
And he's Hunter Henry's probably gonna be better anyways.
I don't appreciate it trying to put some freaking stuff on. Excuse me.
Yeah, tight end for the Bears. Javion Hawkins. If he gets
Javion Hawkins.
Javion Hawkins just got drafted.
No. Nobody wants that 4'11" twig.
Did you see? He posted on Instagram. Toby put it in the chat of like him carrying the ball like out and like in one hand, like he's a quarterback running with it.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, "Come on, brother."
Thieving. Go all the way down to wide receiver 71, Joey.
I'll take Henry.
Yep, I'm on it. Traquan. Gotta save him. No one can have Traquan Smith.
Yes, sir. Who you taking away? I'm sorry.
Henry.
Henry Ruggs is gone. Who has Henry Ruggs?
He's on my team. You can't take Henry Ruggs. He's on my team.
Wait, he's even highlighted.
Dude, I'm not even.
Sorry.
This man's just coming up with random names, man. He said, "I will take Joe Burrow, please."
Right.
Not an option.
All right.
Chase has 3 people left. Your team is poo poo.
All right, so my team is complete. Chase has 3 more players that can be picked. Aaron Petrie has 2 more players that can be picked. Tyler has 3 that can be picked. Trey's team's out. Austin has 2 more players left. Kyle has 3 more players left. Toby has 2 more players left. Austin only has 1 more player left, and then Alex is out.
Yeah. Yeah, you need 2. I can't believe Taysom Hill's still there. That's all I'm saying. The number 3 tight end on that team. I think so. I think he's listed as both.
Yeah, he's listed as both.
Adam Troutman, bro. He's the truth.
Don't you dare talk about that Dayton prospect.
Oh, I'm sorry. There's a. Oh, I can't say anything, can I? Never mind.
Who's on the clock? Brandon? No, Wyatt.
Tyler has
Can I scroll down?
3 players left. You know the best of both worlds. Wait, are you trying to see somebody's team, Wyatt?
No, I was just looking at the draft eligible players.
Receiver, yeah, running back. You legit best available.
Yeah.
ETN playing wide receiver question mark? Urban Meyer says he sees Jaguars rookie Travis Etienne as a hybrid. He's gonna be a
Yeah,
hybrid.
that's what he's gonna play. Which, I mean,
Hybrid.
that's what he played at Clemson too. They lined him up in the slot a little bit. I don't see why people are surprised about that. I opened in my feet.
Wyatt says Noah Fant.
Good pick. He waited so long to get
Yeah, I
picked.
can't
It was
believe he's
crazy.
been there for 45 minutes.
All right, post that in chat so Tyler can post his guy.
He's saving Jimmy Garoppolo for show.
Is he, or would he save Big Ben for one more year?
I guess he did lose.
Okay.
They both suck. Who cares? Do. And Brandon says he wants Devin Singletary.
Devin Singletary. All right, and then
Players taken from your team were players that you picked up in the past 2 weeks. Saving Bridgewater.
yeah, these guys were free agent. He's getting some free third round picks maybe. So
They didn't belong to my team. They were little peasants. You took the wrong pick.
Your whole team's peasants.
You're talking to the runner-up thing.
The runner-up peasant.
The runner-up.
That was so funny. Devin Singletary isn't on your roster in this game or this board. That was so fucking funny.
all right, who are you saving, Chase?
Teddy Bridgewater.
Ooh. All right, I'm only doing a couple more, and then we're gonna end this live stream, and I'll let you guys take it offline.
Okay. I'll probably just sit here and do it. We're almost done.
Yeah, I know. There's only 12 more picks left.
There's 5 rounds.
Yeah, 10 picks left. Then good job.
Wyatt is on the clock. Yes. Here's the board right here.
Hey, while you guys are in chat watching, make sure you like and subscribe.
You gotta post more nudes, Joey, for me to do that.
I know. That's on my OnlyFans. Links in the bio.
I'll take Big Ben.
Tyler said.
See you, Tyler, say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now that
One
Tyler
second.
knows Big Ben's wanting to go.
Well, he might not know. I don't think he's listening because he's doing stuff right now. So he doesn't know. So we'll see. He saves one of those guys. He goes after some other people.
Oh.
Philip Lindsay's still there, and so is Denzel Mims. My dog.
Tyler just saved Ingram, so you can have Big Ben.
Ingram. All right, so Big Ben's gone. Tell him to save another guy.
I just texted him. That's funny. Tyler has one.
Tyler can only have one more player taken, you said?
Yeah, we're probably gonna.
Oh, he saved Evan Ingram. I don't know why I keep doing this. All right, but Big Ben was taken, so I'll put him in there.
Yeah, I picked Big Ben.
And we're waiting on Tyler saving Higbee. Joey.
Okay. Been taken. Higby and Tyler only has one more player being taken, right?
Ooh, that sucks. Chase just lost Gabe Davis to Brandon. And
Dang.
Chase has one player left too. Who you saving, Chase? You want to see your team over here? Tyrod Taylor, Mark Ingram, Sammy Watkins, these guys. Who are all men are visual people.
Gabe Davis, let's go. One of my sleepers.
Whoever's not highlighted is who you got left. Him or him. That's your guy, remember. Or him. Because D Watt.
Yeah, they'll go Tyrod.
Chase is saving Tyrod Taylor.
Well, he might be starting with
I
a
know.
crappy roster around him, but he might be starting. So, and I like Tyrod.
Chase has one guy left. Tyler has one guy left.
Saved.
Why you're up?
Who was the top 50 wide receiver this rookie year?
I love him.
He's
Oh,
a,
he is. He's a deep, right?
he's a good offense.
Marvin Jones is on the Jaguars, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll take
Yep.
All right. Why does take Marvin?
Marvin Jones from Kyle.
He's a wide receiver.
Yeah. Well, he's their one.
Which means it's David Njoku for him or
Yeah.
Nick Foles.
Really the one, but
Dwayne Haskins.
So wait, we're getting. We said.
Oh shoot, Dwayne Haskins. Jesus Christ. Oh,
Well, I mean, none of us are going to pick up another kicker. But yeah, if you want to.
I don't even have a kicker, so I might pick one up. You never know.
Brandon has a concern since they're locked. Does he need to draft a kicker because he can't pick?
No, I mean no, because during the rookie draft, it'll open back up. So I mean, as long as you're not seeing a dude on free agency and you're like, oh shoot, I really need that kicker.
I have 5 open bench spots right now. Then if I don't get a kicker or a defensive player.
What?
You hear that?
No, say that again.
Do I technically then have 5 open bench spots if I do not get a defensive player or a kicker?
No, you wouldn't technically have open bench spots. You'd have open available roster spots, not roster, available starting lineup spots, but the bench spots would still be taken up. So you're only allowed to have 20 people rostered
Okay.
unless they're in the IDP.
Okay.
What?
You're holding
Yeah.
nuggets until
Yeah. Until
you decide what you want.
Yeah.
Chicken nuggets, exactly. So are we saving Njoku for Kyle? I guess that's the highest.
That's what I would say. Because I don't like Haskins. So
Yeah, I don't think they're going to take Haskins anyways.
no. All right.
Brandon says his next pick is Haskins. I'm definitely kidding.
All
Kyle
right.
has one guy left. Chase has one guy left. Tyler has one guy left. We're getting down to the pee poo poo now. Who's on the clock?
It's Brandon.
Brandon, you actually have a good team. What?
All right, last round for me, and then we're turning this thing off. I've milked as much time as I could.
Melvin Gordon.
Nice. Good pick.
Honestly, might as well throw a dart now. Austin has
Yeah.
one left too. So who does Austin have to say that's high up still? Khalil Mack. Just because he's available. All right, darts.
All right, let's see. So he has Malcolm Brown, Rashawn Perriman, Kendrick Bourne.
I think they're more likely to get Khalil Mack than any of them.
Oh, and Khalil Mack, I guess.
Do you have taxi
Or
squad?
Josh Allen. Or Josh Allen or any of those guys.
Brandon and Wyatt have taxi spots right now, or is it just roster?
No, I believe there's taxi as well.
So it's 17 and then 3 taxi?
Yes, I believe so.
So who are we saving for him?
I don't know if you want to put it in chat or if you want us to just decide. No, I'm not able to. I'll be watching the UFC fight, Toby, at Miller's when I go there in 15 minutes. So
I just think they're more likely to draft Mack than any of the guys you said above. Unless you guys really want Jimmy Graham or something.
yeah, there's Jimmy Graham, Rashawn Perriman, Kendrick Bourne, which are 50th wide receiver on our board. You know, yeah. If you want to save, so we can save Mack.
Yeah, I say
Josh Allen or Justin Simmons. I think Justin Simmons.
Well, Brandon's going to take Khalil Mack then.
Okay, then let's save Khalil Mack.
I'm just telling you what I'm hearing from the guys right now.
Yep, well then that works for me. That's the obvious save. All right, and then Wyatt has
While you're on the clock.
Wyatt has 1 pick, and then I'm jumping out and letting Trey take over the entire thing.
That's a lot of
offline,
power
so.
to bestow into one man.
I trust you guys.
4 rounds.
And chases my eyes and ears over there, so.
He can't see you. He just did this to you.
Wait, I wasn't looking. What do you do?
And then he did this.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Kyle just lost Dwayne Haskins. Hope he wouldn't want him.
Did he really pick Haskins?
He actually does take Dwayne Haskins.
There you go. He's young and about to be kicked out of the league, but
Kyle's team's done. Yeah, for a raid.
Dwayne, that was my last. Really, that was my last pick. Was I got to watch Dwayne Haskins go off the board. That's awesome. I appreciate all all that. So.
Ooh, and Brandon just took Jordan. Oh, I guess it's on me now, huh? You do your thing, Joey, and I'll finish up.
Wait, who'd he take?
Jordan Love from whoever has Jordan Love.
Ooh, that's Haas. I think got Jordan Love.
Haas
or
is
unless he dropped him.
Haas is done too.
Yeah, that's Haas's last team too. Wow, I'll put Jordan Love in the slot, and then I'll let you guys take it off. That's a good. Those are 2 good late round flyer quarterbacks, both of you guys. So good work.
I agree, Brandon. That's smart.
All right, this has been another installment of Hot Routes and Hot Takes. I appreciate everyone stopping by. Much love. Have a good day.